kung magkano yung ipapadala mo sa Pinas, kung magkano yung budget mo sa renta, and magkano yung gagastusin mo sa pagkain and transportation. So, kumusta? Kumusta ka na? Kumusta na mga teachers? Kumusta mga kapwa kong beshies? So, I'm back and welcome 2024. So, just a disclaimer for this video, I am just sharing here all my experiences which can be beneficial for you, for your future plans, and for your decision. Yeah. These videos are not sponsored, okay? Hindi po ako binabayaran sa aking mga videos. Wala po kong commission sa mga ginagawa ko dito. And I'm doing this to share and help you at the same time. And sadly also, I want to share with you, hindi na po monetize yung channel ko. Hindi ko alam kung sinong nag-report sa akin. But I will just still continue to make these videos for you para patuloy pa din yung pagtulong natin sa ating kapwa teachers like you. And hopefully you already like this and have subscribed to this channel so you can also help other teachers to find out these videos. So who knows, we can also help them. So let's just help each other, okay? So, my topic is about expenses. So, like, maybe after this video, I'm also going to share with you my updated salary for 2024. Abangan ninyo, okay? So, I will just talk about expenses first. Let's say, ang salary mo ay $3,000, okay, here in being a preschool teacher in Singapore. So, yan po yung average. Okay. The average salary pala, mga beshies, ay here. So, dyan sa Google, ang sinasabi ay $5,000 plus. So, ang laki pala, no? But let's just say, kasi bago ka pa lang, let's just say your salary is $3,000. Let's not make it big. Okay. My salary is not like that also. So, I will share it to you in the next video. Yeah. So let's say your given salary is $3,000 in Singapore. Hindi po steady yung money natin. And let's be aware. Okay? Not all the time. Hindi po pag makukuha natin yung salary natin. Yan na, okay? Siyempre, the reality is nababawasan natin yan dahil meron tayong mga budget, okay? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na kumikita ka ng 100,000 pesos in Philippines. So, 100,000 at masasave mo is 100,000 din. Hindi. Kasi nga, nababawasan ang ating salary ng mga kailangan natin. Pwera na lang kung meron kang ibang side hustle or business. But if you are only sticking to this job or this career and your earning is only from here, so ang mangyayari, mababawasan po yan. So I will show to you kung ano po yung mga nababawas sa salary natin. And speaking of bawas, hindi po yung company ang magbabawas, okay? I'm telling you the reality kung ano yung mga nakukuha sa specific money natin. Kayo po yung mismo nagbabawas, hindi po yung company. Kayo po, okay? You alone only. Pag once na ma-release na yung pera mo, yung salary mo, it's going to your hand directly. Nakukuha po yan directly sa ATM machine. So, hindi po, okay, lilinawin ko, hindi po, walang karapatan ang company na bumawas sa sahod niyo po. And walang karapatan ang agency na bumawas sa sahod nito. Kayo po mismo ang magde-decide kung ano yung pera or how much you're going to deduct from your salary to pay for that kind of debt or whatever it is. Okay, so ano ba yung mga nababawas? Firstly, ang unang mababawas ay yung renta sa bahay. Yes! Ano ba yung mga renta sa bahay? How much does it cost? It costs from, now medyo expensive na. It costs from 500 to 1,000 Singapore dollar. Yan po ay for Filipino teachers who are staying for one room alone. But I am not sure. Na-experience ko naman din na mag-sharing sa isang room. Common room, kumbaga. Yung babayarin is 400 before. I'm not sure now. Kasi yung inuupahan ko ngayon ay one whole room. So, I will also discuss about that on my other video. Kung ano yung mas maganda. One whole room or common room. Yeah. So, let's say, 500 to 1,000 ang nababawas sa bahay. So, kakaltasin natin 1,000. So, ang natitira na lang is how much? 2,000 Singapore dollar. So, 2,000 Singapore dollar, kung babawasan pa natin yan ng budget sa food. Okay. Sa budget sa food, magkano yung babawas natin? Let's make it $500. Okay? Ang laki naman. Unang-una, may groceries tayo. Pangalawa, pag hindi tayo makakaluto, makakabili tayo ng mga Jollibees and McDonald's and Grab. Okay? So, let's make it 500 na lang. Okay. So, ngayon, ang natitira is how much? 1,500 sa pera mo sa wallet. Ang 1,500, hindi pa tayo nakapadala sa Pilipinas. Let's make it $1,000. Okay? Kasi yung currency rate ng Philippines to Singapore, $1. $1 is equal to 41 pesos now. So, let's make it 1,000. Let's say 1,000 ipapadala mo. Ang laki naman. But let's say like that, okay? Kasi yan po yung reality. Nangyayari yan. It is equal to 41,000 pesos. And another tip pala sa pagpapadala, huwag nyo pong ipadala lahat. Agad-agad, bigla-bigla. Yung 41,000. Kasi, baka before pasahod mo, mga 2 weeks pa lang, ubos na. Maghihingi sila and wala ka nang mabibigay sa kanila. Yes. You have to limit also the money that you send. Yeah. And you will understand more, lalo na pag nasa sitwasyon mo na ako. Okay? Nasa sitwasyon ka na. Nakin. So how much is left is only 500 Singapore dollar. 500 na lang ang natitira. So, makakasave pa ba talaga ako? Well, the answer is really how you manage your money. Yes, it's how you manage your money. So, ang pinaka-worst case scenario na yan na mangyayari is may matitira ka pang 500. Ang malala dyan, kung hindi mo itatrack ang spending mo, gastos ka lang ng gastos, kuha ka lang ng kuha, pay now ng pay now, hindi mo mababantayan na wala ka na palang natitirang pera and it's like, ang pinaka-worst niyan, 1 week na lang. 1 week na lang nga ang sahod, pero wala na, ubos na, wala ka ng pera. So, ano ba? So, ganun. Ang natitira ay 500. Yun na po ang pinaka-worst case scenario. So, another tip po, para talaga makasave ka. Ang pinaka-the best thing na gagawin is magtabi ka ng savings first. Yes, that's the best thing to do. Para mas madisiplina mo yung sarili mo and talagang ma-monitor mo na dapat this month I can tabi. Okay? I can save $1,000 or $1,500. So, mag-a-adjust ka na lang kung magkano yung ipapadala mo sa Pinas, kung magkano yung budget mo sa renta, and magkano yung gagastusin mo sa pagkain and transportation. So, yun yung pinaka-the best is to itabi mo muna yung savings mo. Opo. Yeah, so it's really how you manage your money. We all deserve naman natin, di ba, to buy something. Kaya nga, ganun, deserve ko to, ganito, ganyan. Pero sa kaka-deserve din natin, kailangan din natin i-track kung deserve mo din bang mag-scarcity. Yung wala nang matira sa pitaka mo. So, mas deserve mo pa din ang makapag-save. Kasi nga, binabayaran mo dito, to work here is your time. Parang nagtatapon ka din ng time pag tinatapon mo lang din yung pera mo. So, that's my advice, especially sa mga bagong teacher. And if you find this helpful, like and subscribe naman. Yeah. Anyways, kahit saan ka pumunta, and wherever you go, lalo na't nag-work ka po, yan po yung nangyayari. Kahit DH ka or kahit ano pa yung work nyo po. Kahit nasa Pinas ka lang nag-work, yan po yung nangyayari. You still need to budget your money. You still need to manage your money. And lagi po tayong gumagastos kasi meron tayong mga needs na dapat natin bilhin. Siyempre, kumakain tayo, kailangan natin ng shelter. Minsan, meron tayong mga wants like what we deserve, something like that. Pero, i-priority natin the main reason why you come here in Singapore and why you choose to be away. Okay? Hindi po basta-basta yung pagsasacrifice, and you need to love yourself more to give meaning and value for what you are doing and what you decide to do. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this video, do like and subscribe again. Okay, so don't hesitate to reach out also. I am willing to respond to you on my most available time. Goodbye, and this is Layak.